Google made an oopsie. Twitter is headed in the wrong direction, and I will rant a little. Hello everybody and welcome to TechSpace Africa, the podcast. My name is Nigel, and Google yesterday in an unofficial demo to showcase their new AI, which is like supposed to take on ChatGPT, because Microsoft said they are implementing ChatGPT with Bing to make it a more powerful search engine. And given we've seen what ChatGPT can do, amazing stuff, Google is shook. Google has issued a red notice. Now yesterday, when showcasing the unofficial demo for Bard, Google lost about 7% in market share, and this is because the AI outputs misinformation about a telescope. And while it's not a big issue and it's just an official demo, it just goes to show how unready Google are in terms of releasing their new AI. And like I said in a podcast I was on just this week called TechSpot Africa, Google is not ready for the AI market. Google has been working in developing the AI in secret for like a while now, and it was bound to happen that now that they are releasing the AI because of being pressured and the competition, and just not because they are ready. Of course, there's going to be a lot of discrepancies, there's going to be a lot of errors, and it's very interesting to see how this turns around, how this new era of search goes. And Microsoft is not playing around. Actually, they just released the AI powered Bing this week, and it's pretty amazing. I've seen a lot of videos on it, and it's pretty cool. So I'm waiting to see what Google does with this new Bard, but you can expect a lot of bugs, a lot of errors in the launch phase, I would like to say. Speaking of AI, Kenya has been ranked 5th by a report conducted research by Oxford Insights. It has been ranked 5th in the readiness for the government to implement artificial intelligence in the delivery of services to the public. And this is very interesting. It's actually been ranked 90th in the world. And you might be wondering, how can the government implement AI? How will the government implement AI? And there are a lot of ways AI can be implemented in about everything. And artificial intelligence is just intelligence, just not output by a human. So this can be used like in the education sector, in the medicine sector, in any kind of jobs, even regular old customer care jobs. So if the government can implement this and help provide services for the people using the AI, I think that's a pretty neat thing. But I don't know how accurate the research is. I don't know if we should take that with a grain of salt. Now moving over to Twitter. So Twitter used to be my favorite app. I used to wake up every day and I would log in, I would banter people there, I would watch a lot of funny clips, memes, read a lot of tweets from everywhere. And it was on such an upward trend with the introduction of very cool new features every single month or so. In 2021, I think they were just releasing features on features on features. The ones that didn't work, they didn't keep. The ones that worked, they kept. Now, since Elon Musk took over, the app is on a very bad trajectory. It's just pathetic. I don't have as much fun as I used to spending on the app. I'm mostly even on TikTok now, watching fake scripted prank shows, and it's such a sad thing to say. So yesterday Twitter announced 2,400 limits per tweet per person per day, tweets, in terms of tweets. And people are complaining that it's actually not even 2,400. They're hitting the limit even before 1,000. So that feature being implemented is not even accurate. It's just bugs on bugs on bugs. They are also introducing some weird features like increasing the character limit on tweets, which I think just kills the main and core cool Twitter, the cool factor on Twitter. You know, kitambo, it used to be like, I think 140 characters, and you had to fit exactly what you want to say in those numbers, and then it became 280, and now you had leeway, and you could like put more words, and it was not struggling. And I think that was actually the sweet spot. I really liked 140 because it was cool. You had to think, you had to come up with just the right amount of words to communicate something, because even threads, we didn't have threads at that time, so it was pretty cool. Then 280 characters came, then threads. So I don't see why we need 4,000 characters. I think if you want to write 4,000 characters, just go write on a blog, go write on Medium or something. I think it's pretty, it's pretty bad. Twitter is like, right now I'm trying to load my TL, and all I can see is one tweet, and then the rest is a blank space. Twitter users on Android for the longest time could actually not even DM people. We didn't have a DM option, and it's pretty sad the way Twitter is headed right now, I'm just gonna say. And we hope Elon Musk turns that company around. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for listening, and maybe leave a comment down below on some of your thoughts on whatever I'm rambling on about. The last thing I wanted to talk about was actually go on a little rant about the influencing tech space in Kenya right now. So I've been around for a long time in the tech influencer space, a lot of days, hundreds and hundreds of days, a lot of hours put in, and I think I expected to see growth like by 2023. I expected to see growth like I see in other countries, but it's it's stunted. There's no growth. We are just floating in the air, and it's the same people who are always in the same campaigns over and over again. And I'm not saying they are bad people, but I've been in the space ever since like a couple of years back, when Samsung were like launching their devices, and they had someone like Caroline Mutoko say like two 12 megapixel cameras make 24 back then. So I've been around for a while, and I've been seeing and expecting to see growth, but that is not the case. I think still the Kenyan brands are taking the wrong approach in selling, in terms of online marketing, in terms of digital marketing, in terms of selling their devices online to the people online on this digital age. And this is because they are picking these so-called all-stars, and they are leaving out people who can actually help, who knows things about the tech space. And these people are a lot nowadays. I've been strongly feeling like it's high time as Kenyans, as Africans, stopped depending on reviews from overseas for the devices we are using here. Sometimes they were different. It's just now that the S23 became the same device that was being reviewed overseas. So I think it's high time people trusted our own reviewers, listened to reviewers from within, and took them seriously. But then again, we have brands coming up with a list of celebrities every time they are launching something. And I can understand for other brands and products that are not tech. Like for skincare, they go for the skincare people. For this other thing, they go for those other people. But when it comes to the tech world, they pick the same celebrities, and you are like, why and what criteria did you follow to come and pick some of these people, like Sauti Sol, to launch your Infinix? Like, why is Sauti Sol, you are a brand ambassador, and I struggle to understand why are you launching the Oppo and uh, you have someone like Willie Paul as your brand ambassador. No, and they don't talk about the phones, these influencers. They just take a few pictures, they shoot a few ads, and that's just about it. And then you're expected to buy, and they'll spend millions and millions on the same. And these people will never even be seen with these phones. Like I used to understand when people would say like, okay, I see Eliud Kipchoge using the Techno, so maybe I will buy. And I used to ask, so how many people are going to actually buy when they see Eliud Kipchoge with the Techno? I've never heard of a person in my life tell me I bought this phone because I saw Willie Paul using it. And now that is not even the issue, because now they don't even use it. Now all they shoot is a few ads, I guess, and now brands expect to make like millions and millions of money selling products because they talked with because they took on Willie Paul as the brand ambassador. And I understand celebrity influencing is something, and I am not in the PR space, but I think the same effort should be put in actually hiring people who will convince people to actually talk about the product, like spend money on people who actually know products, because definitely the influencers are not here to just review your products for free. They also want to make bread. They also want to make some money. So spend the same effort you're spending hiring the Willie Pauls and the Sauti Souls to hire some actual people who have let me call it ball knowledge in the space, like somebody who will tell a person, this is this device and you're supposed to buy it if this and this are your needs, if this device suits your needs, and not this is the camera for everyone, this is the phone for everyone, because no phone is for everyone. Everybody has different needs. Like somebody wants video and another one never shoots video. Someone wants a nice screen and they never shoot video and photos, and you can just suggest a mid-range phone with a pretty neat display. Another one is saying, okay, I can compromise on something like the display and I want pretty neat cameras, and you're like, okay, so this is what you go with, this is what you go with. These people that are being hired by these brands know nothing. They don't have that ball knowledge. They know nothing about it. I really think it's time we evolved as the tech space, and it's time we took these small people seriously. Like I see a lot of people on TikTok, like the TikTok in the Kenyan TikTok, and there are a lot of people with knowledge on this space, space. So I think brands should like take it seriously, invest in people who actually will sell your products to people who actually need your devices. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is are tech reviews honest? So I've talked about how I think brands should take us seriously, like tech reviewers and whatnot, and give us and invest in us. Yeah. So I'm now going to come back to the influencer side, and I'm going to look at it from the consumer person, and I'm going to think okay, if you're being paid to make these reviews, and if you're being paid to make these reviews, how should I trust you? Are they honest? Yeah? When you tell me to buy you that Techno Phantom X2, and you're like, but you've been paid to tell me that, why should I trust you? So are tech reviews honest? Personally, I think most people should never like do paid reviews. Yeah, paid reviews are not it. You can understand when people do like a product showcase. There are a lot of ways to advertise on tech websites, on tech videos. There are sponsored videos, and you can tell people about the device. But when it comes to a review, I think if you want a review to be honest, your reviews cannot be paid, you know. So now when I see like the tech influencers, now the big wigs, the pioneers, and they are doing these paid reviews, and they are calling it a review, but clearly it's an ad. I think you are some of the people who are making us like not evolve. This is the reason we are not evolving is a tech space. Come on, stop doing paid reviews. That is just an ad. Call it a product showcase. Call it something. Stop calling it a review. It's not an honest review. I think I've rambled on enough, and I'm going to just, cut it short there. Thank you guys for listening, and subscribe, share, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.